2 साल का वनवास। तो वाकई वनवास था या क्या कर रहे थे आप? 2 साल कहाँ थे?
Well, to speak the truth, I thought I was getting repetitive in doing a certain kind of cinema. I just wanted to take some time off and come and do a very proper film. Find it.
नहीं, पर प्रॉपर फिल्म मतलब 2 साल तक बिल्कुल ही कहीं पे खबर नहीं, कोई खोज नहीं, लोग तो एफआईआर दर्ज करवा रहे थे आपके नाम से। हाँ सीरियसली, देखो जोता बैठी हुई है। हाँ, वो हमारी बहुत वरिष्ठ पत्रकार हैं वो। जोता एफआईआर दर्ज नहीं करवाया ना? अच्छा, नहीं करवाया अभी तक। बट कहाँ एकदम गायब हो जाए, मतलब क्या वाकई आप थोड़ा ध्यान में थे या कैसी फिल्म बनाई है, क्या सोच रहे थे?
मैं एक जंगल के डीप अंदर वीरप्पन के जो बचे हुए गैंग मेंबर्स के साथ छुप गया।
ओह, छुप गए?
तो आपको क्या लगता है मैं कहाँ से इस सब्जेक्ट मैटर को ढूंढ के ले गया?
या यू आर राइट, एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट, सही बात। क्या बात है, बच्चन एक बार जोरदार ताली बजा। वेरी गुड। जी, अमित बच्चन है, हमारे दोस्त हैं। तो अच्छा, ये वीरप्पन की कहानियाँ बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग लगी। जब मैं पोस्टर देखा तो मैं हिल गया, और खासतौर से मैंने जब जैसे उनसे पूछा कि राम गोपाल वर्मा देखा तो आपने क्या रिएक्शन था, उन्होंने कहा कि एक बार फिर से एंट्री हो रही है, कमबैक हो रहे हैं। तो आपको क्या लगता है कमबैक होता है कुछ लाइफ में?
I think I just want to say something about Veerappan. इसके बाद फिर वापस आएंगे। See, before showing the trailer, I just want to say a few words about the film. See, I think it's common knowledge that I'm kind of obsessed with the criminal mind right from my first film, which makes me do these so-called gangster or whatever films. And why I'm obsessed with the criminal mind? Maybe deep within I have a criminal mind, and I never had the guts to become a criminal, so I kind of live my fantasies on screen. But jokes apart, I think it is something very larger than life. Characters interest and intrigue me, and Veerappan probably is the most intriguing character ever I've heard of or I've researched over the years. I was always very interested in the character right from the time I heard about him, maybe more than 15 years back, and over the years, even after his death, and his story is like a Mahabharata spanning over more than 25 years. And it's very difficult to know which segment of it can be captured or will be most interesting to present the spirit of Veerappan. And then about a few years back, I happened to meet a person who's involved in the operation of killing Veerappan. So it is with him that when I started talking to him, and then I met Veerappan's wife, and then some informants who were actually mediating between Veerappan and the police and various people who had kidnapped over the years. And gathered from all that, I'd made this film in Kannada called Killing Veerappan, which was like a big hit, but that completely concentrated upon just one operation, because Karnataka people know pretty much a lot about Veerappan, so there's no point in feeding the same information. And at that time, Sachin saw the film, and he said, because he being from Bombay, he said, if this is a kind of a story which everybody needs to know in the whole world, because a criminal like Veerappan technically never existed anywhere in the world. Why I'm saying the world? Because it doesn't have an organization like a terrorist organization or some kind of a state-sponsored rebel gang. He's just an ordinary criminal, yet he managed to make the 3 state polices, including the government, central government support, giving the border security force, which they couldn't kill him or capture him for more than 20 years, and more than 700 crores was spent to capture him. Until the day an intelligence operation, finally they managed to put an end to the greatest villain ever who lived on the earth. So that elaborateness made it on a large scale, and there's a biopic angle to it, but at the same time, it talks about the men and women who were involved in the intelligence operation and finally succeeded, and that's what the film is about. Thank you.
तालियां चाहिए सचिन के लिए.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you like the trailer of Veerappan. I've always tried to do something different, and I This time it's Veerappan. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
पर ऐसी ही फिल्म क्यों प्रोड्यूस किया यार आपने? क्या सोचा प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए?
खैर सबसे बड़ा रीज़न ये था, जैसे मैंने फिल्म देखी कन्नड़ा में और मुझे काफ़ी पसंद आई और मुझे लगा कि वीरप्पन जब था, आई मीन एग्जिस्ट करता था, तब हमेशा सुर्खियों में रहता था, हमेशा दुनिया उसके बारे में जानने की कोशिश करती थी। एक साधारण आदमी इतना बड़ा क्रिमिनल कैसे बन पाया? तो मुझे लगा कि कहानी में इंटरेस्ट है और उससे बड़ी बात ये थी कि सारे ही लोग फिल्म बनाते हैं हीरोज़ के ऊपर, मतलब आप जितनी भी बायोपिक देखेंगे, तो मैं सोचा कुछ अलग करना चाहिए, इसलिए विलन पे बायोपिक कोई नहीं बनाता, विलन पे बनाते हैं।
अच्छा, फिल्म लेने के पहले क्या क्या जानते थे वीरप्पन के बारे में आप?
वेल, जितना सभी लोग जानते हैं कि वीरप्पन एक स्मगलर था, सैंडलवुड की चोरी करता था, हाथियों के दांत उनकी चोरी करता था और काफ़ी लोगों को उसने मारा। बेसिक इन्फॉर्मेशन थी, लेकिन जब इस प्रोजेक्ट पे मैं इन्वॉल्व हुआ, जब रामू जी के साथ मैं बैठा और समझा कि ये एक खाली एक सैंडलवुड स्मगलर नहीं था, या ये खाली हाथियों के दांत नहीं बेचता था, लेकिन इसकी जो जर्नी थी बचपन से लेके जब तक ये एग्जिस्ट करता था, काफ़ी कुछ था इसके बारे में। मतलब छोटी चीज़ों में इसको मज़ा नहीं आता था, इसका नाम जितना बड़ा हो उसमें उसको ज़्यादा मज़ा आता था, तो वो चीज़ें ऐसी करता था।
मतलब पॉपुलैरिटी भी चाहिए थी
उसको पॉपुलैरिटी चाहिए थी, तो वो चीज़ इसमें सामने दिख के आएगी, कैसे उसको बड़े लोगों से जुड़ना था और कैसे दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा क्रिमिनल बनना था।
उसने रामू जी को ऑफर करना चाहिए था उसको, है ना, कि सर मैं फिल्म करना चाहता हूँ, पॉपुलैरिटी अपने आप मिल जाती है ना। थैंक यू सचिन, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। प्लीज ठीक है। अनिल थरानी साहब इस समय हमारे साथ में, अनिल जी के लिए एक बार जोरदार ताली होनी चाहिए। अनिल जी इस फिल्म को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं, क्या सोचा? क्योंकि आप बड़े चूजी हैं यार, हर चीज़ को बहुत देख देख के करते हैं कि ये लूँ ना लूँ, इसमें क्या ऐसी खास बात लगी आपको कि यार वीरप्पन लेना चाहिए? बचपन की ख्वाहिश थी क्या कोई?
I think in today's times, content is king, and this is one of the films that I thought could be in that category. So when Sachin actually called me and said he's making a film like this, I was really excited, and I definitely wanted to get associated with the film. So that's how it snowballed, and I think and I hope, like the lady out there said, that this is Ramu's comeback film.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
क्या बात है। प्लीज अनिल सेट, जोरदार ताली होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि अब बारी है उनकी, जिनके बारे में कह सकता हूं कि भाई नेशनल अवार्ड कह लीजिए आप, परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में माइंड ब्लोइंग। किसके बारे में बात कर रहा हूं मैं? उषा जादव के बारे में। एक बार जोरदार ताली होनी चाहिए। उषा प्लीज कम ऑन द स्टेज। उषा इस फिल्म में वीरप्पन की बीवी की भूमिका निभा रही हैं। कितना जानती हैं? हाँ नहीं है, आप बोलोगे कौन हो जाएगा।
गुड आफ्टरनून।
तो वीरप्पन की बीवी, तो वीरप्पन के बारे में आप कितना जानती हैं?
सी टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, वीरप्पन के बारे में जैसा सचिन ने कहा कि हम सब एक मोटा मोटी जानते थे बचपन से ही, बट आई नेवर न्यू अबाउट मुथु लक्ष्मी, हिज वाइफ. फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन रामू सर टोल्ड मी अबाउट हर जर्नी विथ वीरप्पन, उसकी शादी से लेकर के वीरप्पन की डेथ तक, एंड सो आई केम टू नो थ्रू दिस फिल्म, थ्रू दिस स्क्रिप्ट. देन आई रेड ऑन गूगल पे, मैंने सर्च किया, उसकी फ़ोटोज़ देखी, एंड इट्स वेरी नाइस जर्नी ऑफ मुथु लक्ष्मी, क्योंकि उसका भी एक टॉर्चर जो पुलिस से उसको हुआ था ना, ऑल दोज थिंग्स आर रियली वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग अबाउट हर लाइफ.
तो रामू सर ने क्या बताया था कि कौन सा कैरेक्टर है, शो बताया था आपको ये कैरेक्टर और ये करना है, यही रोल करना है आपको?
हाँ, of course he was very clear, and when I met him in the office he said I wanted to play Muthu Lakshmi.
ओहो,
Yeah.
क्या बात.
So,
थैंक यू, प्लीज सिट. लीजा रहे, वी हैव एक बार जोरदार ताली चाहिए लीजा के लिए. इसमें बहुत ही बढ़िया किरदार है. सो लीजा, ये बहुत अच्छा ड्रेस है आपका ये. वाह, ऐसा क्यों? फिल्म में कैरेक्टर ऐसा क्या है?
हाँ, yes.
वो आप टच करो अच्छे से इसको. हाँ, चलने लगेगा.
Okay, it's working.
ओके.
हाँ, लेकिन I'm also hiding something very important.
क्या?
देखो.
अच्छा, टूटा हुआ है ना?
हाँ, टूटा हुआ.
ठीक, कोई बात नहीं.
While I was working on the film.
ओके. क्या हुआ था
So,
ऐसा?
but I think it was worth it. also.
तो रामू ने ऐसा डंडा मारा है, अच्छा शॉट नहीं दे रही हो तुम, क्या हुआ था?
No, it was just a simple scene where I'm not very skilled at riding a scooter, a two-wheeler. I thought I would do better, but I fell off. But only after we got the shot, so it was okay.
तो व्हाट इज द कैरेक्टर क्या है आपका इसमें फिल्म में?
Without giving away too much, I'm playing a real-life woman who is recruited by the police to help catch Veerappan.
प्लीज एंड एक बार जोरदार ताली होनी चाहिए फिल्म के डायरेक्टर राम गोपाल वर्मा जी के लिए, जोरदार तालियां। रामू सर, जैसे आपने इतनी सारी चीजें, सभी लोगों ने लगभग कुछ बता दिया है। ये फिल्म करने के, देखिए हर डायरेक्टर के पहले एक सोच होती है, एक बीच पॉइंट होता है, एक पॉइंट होता है जहां से स्टार्ट करता है कि यार ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए। तो वो कौन सा पॉइंट था, वो कौन सा, जब आपने सोचा कि यार इसके ऊपर फिल्म बनाऊंगा मैं?
See, one most important thing about Veerappan, I heard a lot of people saying, how can one normal criminal cannot be caught for such a long time? इसके पीछे जो conspiracies है, जो government help कर रही है, नहीं तो what the hell is happening? You know, which is the reason we came up with this line. It took 10 years to kill Osama bin Laden, 20 years to kill Veerappan. So obviously, उसका जो circumstances और situations है, that is unlike anything. I mean, you could have done in an underworld film or a terrorist-related film, but Veerappan's uniqueness is something I wanted to tell. So that would be the most interesting point for me.
क्या बात है? Anyone कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हो प्लीज?
मेरा सवाल है राम।
Yeah. Just now I think Sachin told this is the first time we made a film on the villain.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I said. The film is about Veerappan, and Veerappan under any angle cannot be seen as the hero. So he's the villain. This is the first film made with the villain as the hero.
तो इसमें कोई हीरो नहीं है, इसमें विलन है। आप पूछिए विलन के बारे में।
विलन का नाम क्या है?
विलन का नाम क्या है? आप सो रहे हैं या मैं क्या करूं?
विलन का नाम वीरप्पन।
टाइटल वीरप्पन है। अभी आपने ट्रेलर देखे और विलन का नाम क्या है पूछे तो मैं क्या करूं अब? मैं फिर वापस हैदराबाद जाऊं।
एक्टर का नाम क्या है? एक्टर का?
अच्छा, वो sorry, I didn't get that. Okay. His name is Sandeep Bharadwaj. He's an actor from theatre in Delhi.
किसी की लाइफ पे फिल्म बनाने से सबसे ज़्यादा मुश्किल काम क्या होता है, और इस फिल्म से आप ऑडियंस को क्या मैसेज देना चाहते हो?
तो मैसेज तो मैं सिर्फ SMS में देता हूँ। पॉइंट है, एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर। दूसरा क्वेश्चन,
बहुत बढ़िया। सुपर।
आपका फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है? हाँ, कि आई थिंक सी मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट थिंग, अगर जैसे मैंने कहा, एक 20 साल 30 साल का 20-25 साल का जो करियर में एक आदमी के साथ कुछ हुआ है, तो उसका स्पिरिट पकड़कर हम 1-2 घंटे में बताना, टू चूज़ व्हाट इज़ मोस्ट रेलेवेंट टू गेट द पॉइंट अक्रॉस, वो बहुत मुश्किल काम है। इसलिए कि आप इतने सारे होते हैं, लेकिन कौन सा एक्चुअली पॉइंट करेगा, दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक इज कॉम्प्लेक्स।
रामू,
हाँ, ऑडिशंस मैंने 2 पॉइंट्स है कि जो एक्टर ने किया है वो बिल्कुल वीरप्पन जैसे दिखता नहीं, ये विक्रम गायकवाड़ मेकअप मैन का कमाल है। और दूसरा, संदीप इज़ ए फैंटास्टिक एक्टर। उसने जो एक आदमी 20 साल से ज़्यादा एक जंगल में, ही वॉज लिविंग इन द फॉरेस्ट, उसकी जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज है कंटिन्यूसली पुलिस के साथ या जानवरों के साथ, उसका जो एक्सपीरियंसेस के हिसाब से उसका बॉडी लैंग्वेज में थोड़ा ये आ जाएगा। दैट होल थिंग वॉज डेवलप्ड बाय द एक्टर संदीप।
हम सर, जब आपने वीरप्पन के करीबियों से बात की, तो एक क्रिमिनल की साइकी के बारे में क्या पता चला कि वो इतना क्यों, मतलब था इस किस्म का, वायलेंट क्यों हो गया था वो?
See, I think anybody becomes anything only because of the circumstances and situations is being caught. And why Veerappan became Veerappan, it's very clearly comes across in the film in terms of when every policeman when he comes, he always used to study why the previous police failed. So उसके हिसाब से the most important thing is you need to understand why Veerappan became Veerappan, which is what the film is about. Yeah.
और इस स्टेट की कॉन्स्पिरेसी किस किस्म से, मतलब आपने दिखाई है?
State. See, I honestly do not believe that, because see, the point is, an underworld organization can be helped by because there is a business involvement, there is a vote bank aspect. So Veerappan lived in areas where hardly the votes will matter, because like sparse small villages. And no one really wants to associate with an exposed criminal. And Veerappan was always very popular. So I think it was just the jungle terrain, and the police were never trained to, policing in jungles. They trained for civilian areas. So it created a situation which no one has ever encountered before. So, and also he was operating in jungles so thick you can't see an elephant within 30 feet. You know. So obviously, but all that you know you have to understand in the film, which is the reason why I made the film.
Sachin here. Sachin, since you're producing this film, I wanted to know how different will the Hindi version be from the original Kannada version, and has there any been changes in both the versions?
Well, it's quite different. I think I would say it's completely different. क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो फिल्म को अप्रोच किया है, बनाने का तरीका है, it is telling you more about Veerappan from his beginning. And as Ramu ji said, killing Veerappan was very specific कि उसको strategize कैसे किया गया और मारा कैसे. That is what it was in Kannada. That is the difference between the film. यहाँ पे journey दिखेगी आपको.
And to little extent on that, see, on a, like I said, it was because the main story happened in Karnataka, so obviously I will know lots of things are known by the local public. There's no need to elaborate on that. And one is that, and second is this film is made on much bigger scale in terms of the operations which actually were after Veerappan, and it's much more darker, and it is more meant for like an international audiences. It is whereas the Kannada version had a slight commercial element because of the local flavor and all that. So I think absolutely there won't be any difference. There won't be any similarity.
Hello sir.
Yeah.
सर ये आप जब मूवी बना रहे थे विदाउट एनी कुछ उसके शोर उल्लंघन करे, बिना कुछ ऑफिशियल इसका पोस्ट करे, आपने ये फिल्म अचानक में बना दी और ख़त्म की, इसकी कुछ खास वजह?
मैं समझा ना क्या, विदाउट इन्फॉर्मिंग यू सर?
हाँ, मतलब आजकल लोग मुहूर्त के भी पोस्ट डाल देते हैं सोशल नेटवर्किंग पे कि हाँ मेरी मूवी आने वाली है, लेकिन आपने ऐसा कुछ किया नहीं, इसकी खास वजह?
I did it, but maybe you didn't see it, which is obvious. Yeah.
Okay.
नहीं इसीलिए आज बुलाया आप लोगों को.
That says that we failed in we reaching out to you.
ट्विटर पे आपका सब कुछ मतलब दिखता रहता है, बहुत अच्छा.
लेकिन मैंने ट्वीट डाला और साहब ने देखी नहीं, वही तो बात. सो
लेकिन सवाल ये है कि अंडरवर्ल्ड के अलावा या मतलब क्राइम के अलावा कभी हम आपके डायरेक्शन में कॉमेडी फिल्म या सटायर फिल्म एक्सपेक्ट करें?
नहीं, इसलिए कि मैं बहुत सीरियस आदमी हूँ.
एक्चुअली म्यूजिकल रोमांटिक सोच रहे हैं, उसके लिए कास्टिंग ढूंढ रहे हैं.
रामू सर, आपसे सोशल मीडिया की बात हो रही है, तो सोशल मीडिया की जब जिक्र होता है तो आजकल देखते हैं फिल्म मेकर्स जो हैं बहुत सोशलाइज करते हैं किसी भी फिल्म के पहले कि ये रिलीज होने वाली है, फर्स्ट डे ऑफ शूट स्टार्ट हो गया है. तो आपके जब फिल्मों की बात आती है तो इतना सोशलाइज नहीं हो पाता है. सो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट?
मे बी बिकॉज आई डोंट मेक सोशल फिल्म्स.
बट जो सोशल मीडिया पे होता है ऑब्वियसली फिल्म मेकर्स उसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं. सो
सर अभी करेंगे सर, आज के बाद करेंगे सर, ये सब है ना, सब लोग लगे हुए हैं, आज के बाद धंधे पे लगे हुए हैं.
बेसिकली आई डोंट टॉक मच अबाउट द फिल्म्स आई एम मेकिंग ऑन माय ट्विटर आईडी ऑन सोशल मीडिया because I'm too busy talking about social people.
So you had a cold war with Anurag Kashyap also that was being highlighted in Twitter or social media also. So is it all sorted or is it still going?
I never have a cold war, I always have a hot war.
But still you have something with Anurag Kashyap, sir. But some kind of a bonding.
But we have bonding. I love him and he hates me.
Bollywood star for Veerappan sir, but why did you choose taking auditions and choosing up someone which is from regional? Still.
You mean for Veerappan? See, Veerappan is a character. See, any known person playing the role will look very fake because then you watch the performance, and if there's an unknown guy, you will believe that he's Veerappan. Yeah.
So talking about Anurag Kashyap, 22nd को उनकी भी 27 को उनकी भी कोई फिल्म आ रही है. Is it true that there will be a clash with the movie?
Yeah, that's what I was told. His film is coming, Raman Raghav, and that also is a biopic on a killer. So Veerappan is also a biopic on a killer. So I think maybe the best killer will win. Let's see who kills you.
अच्छी बात है. ये स्टोरी किसको मालूम नहीं थी, as you said all, कि जो था वो ये था, जंगल का ये सब था. आपको लगता नहीं इतना वायलेंस दिखाया आपने तो वायलेंस विल अफेक्ट भाई मेरे ख्याल से वायलेंस जो ना डू दिस अ स्टोरी तो यू हैव टू शो वायलेंस भाई इतना ज्यादा तादाद में
वीरप्पन को लेके मैं लव स्टोरी कैसे बना सकता हूँ? वीरप्पन कॉल्स, इसका नाम ही वायलेंस है. आप इसके बाद ऐसा पूछना बिल्कुल, आई डोंट थिंक इट्स करेक्ट. आई एम गोइंग टू क्राई.
अच्छा ओके, नहीं दैट इज
Ramu sir, Durga Narayan Chaudhary from Jungle, Sushant had played during the Jungle. So a bit of the similar character. So does that Veerappan's character a lot influence during that time only?
Durga Narayan probably is operated from within a forest, but I don't think there's any connection between him and Veerappan. It's just a fictional character at that point of time when we ourselves didn't know anything about Veerappan. So there's absolutely zero connection.
So, but on an honest note, so we are very eager to know between you and Anurag Kashyap. So, what is it? Can you just something?
Where are you? Yeah. Tell me. Yeah.
So everyone is so eager to know between what's going on between you and Anurag Kashyap, sir. So, would you like to add something more to it, sir?
I mean,
love and hate relationship.
You see, there are two things. Yes. What's going on between? So obviously, I don't think you can suspect her sexual orientation. It cannot be that.
So, not that.
Okay. Second point is he and me are not making films together. There can't be anything there also. And third is he hates all my films and I like some of his films. Yeah, that's it. Beyond this, there's no connection at all. See, I liked Gangster Vassapur Part 1 a lot. Yeah.
But same time, why choose Sachin as an actor? Because he already produced a movie.
Yeah.
Why choose an actor?
Why choose him as an actor means?
Because is there any special role for Sachin?
Yeah, obviously. That particular role I thought he'll be very, very good, and that's the reason. Yeah.
So Sachin, you came on board as an actor first or as a producer?
I'll tell you that. See, basically he first came to me as a producer. He actually was interested in making the film as a producer. This particular role, I kind of insisted he does it because I thought his basic body language in real life suits that character a lot. See, Lisa is playing a very interesting role of someone who's very, cunning and deceitful inside. Of course, she has a motive, a strong motive for that. And outwardly, she's so beautiful. And all beautiful women, I think they're evil inside. I just have a strong suspicion. So I just wanted to give Lisa the opportunity to bring her evil out through this role. Because she looks too beautiful and too gentle and too innocent to be good. To be true.
Lisa, are you? आप हैं सीखनी?
Watch the film. Watch the film.
लीजा, आपने क्यों हाँ बोला रामू की कहानी बहुत पसंद आई थी क्योंकि आप फिल्म नहीं कर रही थी?
Yes, specifically, of course, when I got the call, I've always been a huge fan of Ramu's, and it was a great opportunity. I know the story of Veerappan. It was fantastic, and also the narration that Ramu gave me about Veerappan's life, again, to understand deeper. And then most importantly, also this role. He put the faith in me, so I was very touched. And it was a lot of fun, actually, to play somebody who is very sweet and charming to your face, and then when you turn your back, just watch what happens. I think, like you said, thank you for bringing that out from me.
So,
I think my family is going to be very scared of me after this.
When you make a story on a real life character, there's always a challenge to keep up with the facts and fiction. So how did you deal with that with Veerappan? And secondly, in Kannada, Shivraj Kumar, who's in a way very closely associated with Veerappan because of Rajkumar's kidnapping, was chosen. Why didn't you approach him for the Hindi version?
See, to start with, already we clarified a couple of times in this meet that this version has got very different kind of an approach to make it in that sense. There it was a slightly gimmicky aspect because of the Rajkumar connection, whereas the Rajkumar aspect is itself not there in this film to start with. And second point about fact and fiction, what you're asking, see, eventually any kind of when you're especially dealing with such sensitive material like Veerappan, which most of the time happen in high secrecy, you have to depend upon people who are directly associated. It could be the investigating cops or people who actually interacted with Veerappan over a course of time. And when you connect the dots, what looks the most believable, of course supported by some kind of an evidence, is what I eventually took as the truth. Yeah.
Perhaps is there any attempt to glorify Veerappan through this film? Something like that?
See, to start, see, the point is, anybody if we depict him very realistically, I think there is a certain sense of glorification, because you get awed by people who are on the other side, who are like rebels, who are like against the establishment, and who are prone to, break the order, law and order, whatever you call, So I would say there will be an awe about him, but at the same time, you see a human element, and which is what the investigating police officers have to understand this psyche. Like a very interesting thing I'll tell you, like one police officer told me that one of the biggest mistakes we made in trying to catch him was we assumed him to be intelligent. So we were trying to outsmart him, but then we realized he's like a kid, and you can't outsmart a kid because a kid is unpredictable. But to call Veerappan a kid itself is very wrong in a sense, because we associate a kid with nice, cute, which Veerappan was not. So I think there was a tremendous unpredictability in his character of how to capture it. What he's going to do next is one of the main reasons I was interested in doing this film.
Okay. Also, talking about Twitter, last night you were trending because of your certain tweets related to Mr. Rajinikanth. So apparently fans have taken some offense. So would you like to say anything about that?
See, I think some of those Rajini fans are so dumb, they didn't even understand I was complimenting him. See, a very handsome man, if he becomes a big star, what's the big deal? That happens all the time. But Rajinikanth looks like that is a big star is a compliment, which means God favors him much more than anyone else. That's what I meant actually. So, but the dumb guys didn't understand that is a compliment.
So would you perhaps like to make a film with him in the future?
I think Rajini sir fans will kill me if I go there now. So unless all those dumb guys go out, I'm not going to go there.
आपने रामू स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि आपको विलेंस की फिल्में बहुत पसंद आती है क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं अंदर है दिल में. तो आप कैसे अगर होते विलेन पर्सनल लाइफ में कैसे होते हैं? रावण जैसे होते हैं, वीरप्पन जैसे होते हैं, या तो पान सिंह तो विलेन नहीं था यार.
I think I'll be like you. अनुराग पांडे इतना स्वीट स्माइल है, but I know the truth, so I think.
मुत्तुलक्ष्मी का कैरेक्टर डेफिनेटली चैलेंजिंग है, और चैलेंजेस ये थे कि फर्स्ट डे का शूट था और जंगल में था शूटिंग, और एक्चुअली दैट वाज एक्शन सीक्वेंस, और एक्शन सीक्वेंस मैंने कभी किया नहीं था. फाइट मास्टर थे, उन्होंने दिखाया कि ये करना है, एंड ही वाज लाइक वेरी कूल, एंड ये करना है. मैंने कहा करना है, मैंने कभी किया नहीं है. When he came on the set, I said the same, sir. मैंने कहा मैंने कभी एक्शन सीक्वेंस किया नहीं है, और जंगल में जहाँ नॉर्मल चल के मैं आ रही थी तो मैं गिर गई. तो मैंने कहा एक्शन सीक्वेंस कैसे करेंगे, यहाँ से वहाँ भागना है, फिर वहाँ से वहाँ जाओ, वहाँ फिर ज़मीन पे लेट जाओ, और वो ज़मीन भी नहीं थी, वो बनाई गई थी थोड़ी बहुत जो बना सकते थे वो उन्होंने ठीक ठाक किया था. बट दिवस बहुत सारे बड़े पत्थर थे, तो एक पत्थर पे चढ़ो, फिर वहाँ से दूसरे पे जाओ, दूसरे से वापस फर्स्ट पे आओ, देन ऐसा स्लाइड करके नीचे आओ, देन अगेन घूमो. सो दैट वाज एक्चुअली बिट चैलेंजिंग फॉर मी, जो फिजिकल शूट था, बिकॉज वो काफ़ी हर्ट किया था मुझे. अदरवाइज ही इज़ वेरी क्लियर, सो दैट मेक्स एक्टर्स लाइफ वेरी ईजी कि आपको कितना चाहिए, कितना परसेंट इमोशन चाहिए, क्या चाहिए. सो ही इज़ वेरी क्लियर, सो इट्स वेरी गुड टू वर्क विथ हिम. So itna, I mean, it was challenging in bits and pieces, but it was very nice because of him.
I will tell you one incident of when I spoke to Muthulakshmi first time. How did you meet her in the first time, Veerappan? She said, obviously she spoke in Tamil to me. She's working in a field near a forest, and she heard a sound, and she turned back and to see Veerappan holding a gun and standing there. So she got scared, obviously, and he said to her, don't get scared, I don't crush a flower to smell it. And that's, I think, the most greatest romantic line you can expect from Veerappan. Yeah? And he said, I like you, you just tell me you like me or not. So she was too scared to say no. So she nodded her head and said, where is your father? And he took her to the father's place. What's your father's name? Sami. I'm taking your daughter, I look after her better than you. So if you feel like, bless us, otherwise also is okay. And he walked off into the forest. That is the shortest love story I heard in my life. But the point is, after that, once it reached a certain space, I think in entire Veerappan, the only time I saw Veerappan looking out of control is when Usha Jadhav scolds him. So even Veerappan couldn't escape a nagging wife. So only a woman is more powerful than Veerappan is the point.
Okay, Ramu sir, after Veerappan, so over here. After Veerappan, any chances to go back to the roots of underworld in Hindi cinema? We have heard that you're going to be a part of
the
Vivek.
basic point, I'm always in underworld guy at heart, so I'm sure I will somewhere creep in again. But I'm not sure at when time. Because right now my concentration on Veerappan.
Okay, but there were news that you're
yeah,
going to
but
be...
that is, I mean, it is just like ideas, not like... still Veerappan is over, I'm not serious about anything. Yeah, that is just an idea. Yeah.
ऐसा लगता है फिल्म में सरकार और जंगल का कुछ मिक्स देखने को मिलेगा?
सरकार और जंगल? What's happening, man? How?
नहीं मतलब सरकार जो पावरफुल था एक और जंगल में रहता था, ये रहेगा? हो सकता है सब कुछ देखने को मिले.
सरकार बहुत ठहराव वाला है, अगर जंगल में ठहराव से रहे तो शेर आके खा जाएगा.
Hi, Ramu sir here. Have a question for you. Your last few Hindi film outings at the box office didn't garner the kind of response it should have for a filmmaker.
Don't be polite here, they flopped.
Yup. How does Ramu stay so disconnected with box office successes? And is there some sort of pressure now with this film, considering it's close to your heart, it's a character, it really inspired you in a sense to make a movie?
See, eventually my job as a filmmaker is to make a film as passionately as I can and as well as I can. After that, any film for that matter, then it's left to the audience. So I don't ever feel pressure, never felt pressure. I think let's cross the river when it comes, cross the bridge when it comes there, and I might pray to the spirit of Veerappan to come and rescue me.
डन और कोई क्या बात है. थैंक यू गाइस, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. एंड फोटो